Everybody come through. Anxiety. Wake me up 'cause never had. I've been out here trying to get me away.
Here at the confluence of the Ohio Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago. Fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. The Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
From the 31, Wilson. Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a seventh and eighth. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying there's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Touchdown! Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Ray McCloud to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. On first down, Newton. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 4. Before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 9.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Najee Harris. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Now Newton on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And this will go to Carson out wide. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing again here, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Touchdown, Seahawks! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt here as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Newton to throw. He finds his target, Ebron. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
I'm going back to you. Right there, 54, right there, right there. What we got? What we got?
An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Cam's going to run the option right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cam Newton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From way up at the 23. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Melvin Ingram in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On second and 10, Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. McLeod now on the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 40. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. McLeod now on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Newton.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Newton throwing again.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And 2020 was a strong draft for receivers, and the Steelers got an excellent one in the 2nd round in Chase Claypool out of Notre Dame. 11 total touchdowns last year. Among rookies, only Jonathan Taylor of the Colts had more. A strong catch there.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
They run again with Harris. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Third and 2, now Wilson.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Seahawks first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
But you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a first down throw for Newton. Short little throw to Ebron. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 58. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Off play action. Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
The one thing you always like about Quandre Diggs is his ability to bring his cornerback build and skills to the safety position. Had a career-high 5 interceptions to lead the Seahawks in 2020, where he was a first-time Pro Bowler. I love the way he plays in the secondary.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
This time Wilson will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Five yards remain on second down. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Wilson now to throw on third down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now a 2nd and 6.
Newton. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check. Single, slot.
Now Newton.
22, Twilight 22. Here we go.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they climb back to 500.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time.